Broadband mapping is how BroadMap got its start, and how BroadMap has developed into the leader in the broadband mapping space. So as part of the Recovery Act, each of the states was tasked to learn a little bit more about who was and wasn't receiving access to high-speed internet. And that created the National Mapping Program. So we had great success approaching states and territories to become their broadband mapping partner. And we actually developed a very comprehensive program that combined our GIS expertise along with data collection and normalization and standardization, along with our ability to institute our quality programs and to create output that was required. But we bundled that with GIS services, hardware, software. There's a web component. There's back-end databases. It's a very comprehensive, complete solution for the broadband mapping folks, and it's why BroadMap today is the leader in that space.
When BroadMap approached the broadband mapping programs, we understood very early on it was larger than just GIS manipulation. It was an extensive program, a lot of stakeholders, a lot of reporting, and that's why project management approach was very key to our success. Early on and throughout the program, we have to do significant planning, project management, quality controls, steps along the way, reporting, validation. All of these components are a big part of the project beyond the physical maps that are made at the end result. We've been able to successfully work with not only our state and territory partners, but the NTIA and other federal agencies that require reporting elements. And we have made a seamless transition into the work we do and how we talk about it and how we document it and how we support everything we do with the appropriate protocols and documentation that's required.
BroadMap uses a very metadata-centric approach to all of our work, in that as we're editing and we're bringing in multiple data sources and putting them together to create a single data set that will really solve a problem, we need to keep track of who made that last edit and where did it come from, what was that GIS data set that was used in that project. So we actually have a very powerful catalog and cataloging system that allows us to track all of that during our edits, during our interactions with customers on our portals. Throughout the entire process, we're tracking the history of everything that we do. Cartographically, our broadband maps they're not just that ugly printout that tried to get the information on a piece of paper. Oftentimes our broadband maps are beautiful. Like we hang them up on the wall not to fill up wall space, but because we're like, wow, I could look at that. That's actually really appealing. Time has been put into it, a lot of effort, a lot of expertise has been put into presenting information in a very visual, very appealing way. Color choices, line widths, all the little pieces that come together behind a really high-quality map have all been paid very close attention to, I think with a lot of pride behind it, to make sure that this reflects the best that we can do.
At the beginning of the program, I had a picture in my mind based on one of the states that was kind of early to release their public website. It was a great website, and I questioned internally whether we would get there and how quickly we would get there. The website was so far exceeded my expectations, but the amazing thing is, in very short order, we had released websites that so far outstripped that original website that I looked at. And so I would invite folks to check out the Oregon broadband mapping website as an example of just how far above and beyond the BroadMap and the state partner can execute on that. Two reasons why BroadMap has had extraordinary success in the broadband mapping program. And one of them is the turnkey solution that we have created. A turnkey in a couple of ways, one of which is if the partner doesn't want to participate at all in the program, they don't have to. We do everything from A to Z. Turnkey in another way, in that at the end of the program, if they want to take it over, they can just pick it up and put it in their office. They have it, they take it over, and they're up and running. The second component, and Brian talked about this, of our success is that we have so far exceeded expectations for what we deliver at a cost and a level of pain that is so far below what the customers would have paid another vendor or would have had to pay out themselves if they had brought this program in-house. And so I'm really proud of the company for having had, the foresight to meet both of those and to deliver a solution that is industry best, no question.